Hi, I'm Jeanette from Growth Unlimited. We've been talking about what I'm doing to take control of my life in the next year. 2020 has been a tough year for a lot of people, myself included. And there have been many things that I have done that have kind of stopped dead in terms of the progress that I wanted to make in my life. And so, since it's the final quarter of the year, this is the time of year that I normally go through what's gone on over the last year and do a final analysis of the progress that I've made on the goals that I set at the beginning of the year. And what I'm discovering is that I have made progress. There are things that I am moving forward on. However, there are areas that, because of the experiences we've had this year, I have found myself losing ground. And so I'm reanalyzing and redefining what I'm going to do. In a previous video, I talked with you, and that video was part of the series. I talked with you about 3 areas of my life that I'm focusing on in the goals that I'm in the process of setting for the rest of this year and for next year. Those 3 areas are my personal life, involving my family, my relationship with God, and the third area in that particular one was, there's also my personal development is an important part of that area, and more effective use of how I spend my time. And so what we're going to be doing, the second area of my life, the second domain of my life that I am looking at is the financial domain. COVID-19 has played havoc with my finances, and I am really struggling in a lot of ways. And so I'm looking at things that I need to do to get things back in control so that I have what I want where I want it. And the third area of my life is the growth of my businesses. Here again, COVID-19 has caused serious problems there, but it is something that I'm determined, and the people that I am working with are really, really appreciative and needing the services that I'm offering, and so it's something I'm not going to give up on. But changes have to be made, and I'm the one that has to make those changes. And so that's an area of my life I'm also working with. What I'm going to be doing in this particular series of videos is sharing with you the goals that I'm making in each of those areas and showing you how I'm working towards achieving them. And I'm going to let you follow along and see my progress as time happens. It'll be interesting to see what happens. It's a little scary for me because we're talking about some of these things are pretty personal. But on the other hand, sharing it helps me maintain my personal accountability to myself. And it also, I'm hoping, will help give you folks some ideas of what you can do that will help you have the courage and the ability to take control of your lives too. Because I know everyone I talk to, that's the overriding thing that everybody wants. So in this video, we're going to talk about the financial situation because, quite frankly, in many ways, that's turned out to be pretty dire. There are several things that are happening. I live in a very expensive location to live. And I actually, over the last year, have struggled because I needed to maintain an income that generated a minimum of $10,000 a month income in order to live the lifestyle that I want to live. And I don't look for things super, super expensive. It's just costly to live where I live. And so there are some things that I am doing to make changes in that. First of all, I'm taking a look at how I'm spending my money, and I'm reevaluating and revamping my budget. I actually have done some research, talking to different financial advisors and professionals that can help with this kind of thing. And in the research that I've done, I've decided that the plan that I want to use, because I need a plan, it helps me stay on track and keeps me focused. The plan I want to use is a plan that it's called the Total Money Makeover. And it is, what I need is a makeover right now. It's a program that Dave Ramsey put together. You may have heard him on the radio or watched him on TV. Anyway, he has a national program that's fantastic, that works really well, and I'm going to be using his system to revamp my budget and help increase the income that I need to increase in order to meet the goals that I'm setting for the next year. Another thing I'm doing, it's funny because I woke up in the middle of the night. I sat right up in bed. It was like 1:15 in the morning. And I thought, it's so expensive living here, and I'm going through so much grief trying to put it together. Why am I doing that? And I made the decision, after thinking about it a little bit more, to do some research and check out, to find out if there would be a better place for me to live. And I made the decision that given what I want to do with my businesses, and given where I am financially, that it's going to be beneficial for me to leave the state of California, and I am going to be relocating to Dallas, Texas area around the end of March. And so that's another huge process. Moving halfway across the country is a huge undertaking in itself, and moving a business in that process as well makes it even more complicated. And so I will keep you posted, keep you aware of what the progress is like, and I'd love to hear from you if you have any suggestions as well. Anyway, these are a couple of the things that I'm doing right now, and I will keep you abreast of what's happening as time goes on, so that we can all stay together and work together to everybody come together to help make our lives more effective, and so that we can take control of our lives. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.